Do you know the joke of the week about Jesus checking into a motel?
No.
And Jesus checked into a motel and said, "Could you put me up for the night?"
No.
That's what he said.
Do you know the Australian joke about the bloke who goes into a shop and he says, "G'day, I'd like to buy a crucifix." And the woman said, "Certainly, sir. Do you want a plain one or one with a little man on it?"
Great. Nick Lowe, the Jesus of Cool.
Well, when I got the record hit the chart. Someone in the newspaper said that it was hard. Disco Casanova said it heavy on the breath. The local chini bopper band was playing it to death. They call it rock. They call it rock. They call it rock. They call it rock. Well, hell, the telephones are ringing. The boys are getting hot. They're jetting out to Rio and some other sunny spots. Some senoritas say the singer sound terrific. The personal appearance says they're stopping the traffic. They call it rock. They call it rock. They call it rock. They call it rock. Hey, long distance, it's a rock and roll romance. CBS are gonna be a great big advance. Hey, Landy, come on, take a chance. The rest say they love it, but the kids can't dance to it.
Hello, friends and neighbors. We're here talking with Nick Lowe, popular vocalist on both sides of the Atlantic Ocean. And we're going to talk today about Nick's new album, Nick the Knife, which is certainly destined to make elephant dollars for this boy. Do you remember being reminded of elephant dollars?
Yeah, I certainly do, yeah.
That was, let's see, on Cruel to Be Kind.
That's
right.
There's a gentleman called Cal Rudman, I think, coined that expression.
Right.
I don't know if he coined it or not, but it's certainly the first time I'd ever heard it. Great expression.
Yes. Well, did they ever come lumbering in?
No, not to my knowledge, no. I think it was incorporated with rhino bucks.
Rhino bucks. Well, but really, we're here to talk about your new album, Nick the Knife, which is a...
well, it's round and black
It's
with
an
a hole
album
in
with
it.
yes, it's an album with several songs on it. Round, black, very nice picture on the front, I think.
Thank you. I take a good snap.
You do. It's well. I thought that the picture with you in your trench coat and everything makes you look like a bit of a crooner.
Yes, I thought that sort of Jacques Brel sort of romantic French type image. I thought it was about time for something a bit serious, a proper album cover.
Yes, well, the songs on this album are a little bit more romantic than you have generally been known to do in the past.
Yes, there are a couple on there. Yes, I didn't consciously plan it like that. Is that what you're asking? Is that what you're asking me?
Sure.
Did I actually plan it like that? No, I didn't. In fact, this record I didn't do over a short period of time. Like most people, they book 2 or 3 weeks, or even longer in most cases, I suppose, to do an album, and then at the end of that time they come out with an album. I started doing this probably about a year ago in just odd dead time in the studio, in the odd afternoons and things like that. Whenever I had a song, I did one. So the whole album didn't take really that long to actually record, but it was recorded over a long period of time. So therefore, there isn't a great deal of continuity, I suppose you could say about it. It's just a collection of songs. Whenever I had a tune, I'd get at least a drummer to help me out, on it, or whoever was available, and I'd go in and record it, and then I had enough. I mean, the last I did do sort of weeks concentrated graft on it, but it was just whenever I had some time, I recorded it. So I didn't have a sort of a coherent idea about the whole
basic
thing.
consistency of mood there.
I think that's far more succinct. Yeah.
So you were trying to go for the 3-minute perfect song.
The sight of you in those $10 shoes baby, all night long. Burning, burning, baby, burning, burning, burning for you, baby, all night long. A sight was to be seen in the Ramada Inn. One day late last July, the party up for grabs left in a checkered cab. You sweet little thing, I'll give you a ring, 'cause I've been burning, burning, baby, burning, burning, burning for you, baby, all night long. Burning, burning, baby, burning, burning, burning for you, baby, all night long. I've been burning, burning, baby, burning, burning, burning for you, baby, all night long. Burning, burning, baby, burning, burning, burning for you, baby, all night long. Burning, burning, baby, burning, burning, burning.
I read once that one of your ambitions would be to get a Nick Lowe sound.
Yes, I suppose so. I don't know about one of my ambitions. It just sort of it comes out. So it's certainly sounding like I don't know. So I'm very very influenced by all sorts of noises and tunes and music. And but when it comes out, I suppose it does sound. It sounds like me, because for various different reasons. I like to work fast and I like it very simple. As I have done in the past, and the other records I've done in the past have all been pretty to the point,
Right, although if you listen to this record with headsets, which is a real fun thing to do, you can hear all sorts of interesting sounds on it. Like there's one I was going to ask you about on the second cut, which is Hard.
Oh, yeah.
Which I believe you've recorded before. There's a very peculiar sound which I decided sounded like the kitchen sink faucet dripping into a pie pan.
Oh, I know what you mean.
What is that sound?
It's a trick, really, but not a particularly original one, but it's an echo trick. I suppose it's something I learnt off Edmonds, really. It was playing around with echoes. You can make something really ordinary sound, quite different by messing around with echoes. In fact, in the I think what you're referring to is a guitar echo, which is a repeat without getting too technical about the thing. I mean, I don't want to give everything away here,
right.
But it's just a repeat echo on the guitar. But I like getting the echoes all in time with each other. If you get the repeat echoes in time, some of them short and some of them long, so they're all actually in the beat of the song.
Right.
Sometimes you can get a fluky sort of effect where the echoes sort of collide with each other, and you can make it a record that's got sort of three pieces on it sound as if it's got double or even treble the amount of things on it.
Exactly.
It's just
I was thinking of
bullshit.
listening to it as if you were in a room that appeared to be very well arranged and appeared to be rather sparse, but that when you sat and really looked at it, there are all kinds of objects to draw your attention.
Blimey. Have you listened to it that carefully?
Oh, that's one of the fun things of doing with the Nick Lowe record, though, because with all the striving to make a very pure pop record, underneath, there's a lot of meat in the record.
Heart, why are you pounding like a hammer? Heart, why are you beating like a drum? Heart, why do you make such a commotion when I'm waiting for my baby to come? Waiting for my baby to come. Heart, don't do it if it's not the real thing. Heart, I get so easily deceived. Heart, there is no other I can turn to if not you. Heart, then who can I believe? Oh, heart, there must be no mistake. Beware special care from the start. Whoa, heart, though I'm playing.
And the other thing that, of course, you've done with this album is that you have, as usual, as is your custom, paid tribute to a lot of other songs and songwriters and sounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to go into all of them because I think people should have to figure that out for themselves. I don't think we should have to play Name That Tune. There is one, however, on the love song, it's the last love song, where you have I Couldn't Love You Any More Than I Do.
Oh, yes. No, that's
okay, in that there's a keyboard break.
Oh, yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah, we had a gigantic argument about, and I had people opining that the keyboard break came from some Motown record that they thought was very famous. I had people opining that it came from Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band. But it comes from his Satanic Majesty's Request, doesn't it?
Oh, I haven't the slightest idea.
Really?
I think I've ever heard that record, but well, I'm glad that it excited so much debate amongst your chums, you know.
Oh,
but
yeah.
In fact, where it came from was Steve Naive,
Yeah.
who's Elvis Costello's keyboard player, who's not the most stable person that I know. Absolute charmer, complete gentleman, but not most stable. It's just a racket, really. And mainly, it's just, if I can remember it correctly, it's just one note. He just hammers away on one note, and the one note seems to wade through all the chords.
And I really love the line in that song about I could read every line of Crime and Punishment.
I know, it's
and
brilliant,
so
isn't it?
I could give you the moon upon a silver tray, or anything you want me to do. But there's one task that you mustn't ask, 'cause I couldn't love you any more than I do. I could learn every line of Crime and Punishment by heart and recite it to you. To swim 7 seas would be a breeze, I bet, but I couldn't love you any more than I do. With a night class or two at Master Jiu-Jitsu, or elementary digital ease, but one subject I would have to reject, 'cause I couldn't love you any more than I do. Lately I've been sick and tired of all kind of things. Sometimes I feel less than human, much more machine. I could give you the moon upon a silver tray, but I couldn't love you any more than I do. I could save every cent up for a rainy day, but I couldn't love you any more than I do. I could learn every line of Crime and Punishment, but I couldn't love you any more than I do. To swim 7 seas would be a breeze, I bet.
When I first started coming to the States, and in England too, I made I think I sort of shocked quite a lot of people by saying, "Oh yes, I've nicked this from here." Nicked, should explain, that means stolen. You know,
Thing that's ripped off.
yeah. I stole things from, ripped off things from here and ripped off things from there, and people sort of threw up their hands in horror, you know, whereas in fact everybody does that. But because I sort of actually came out and admitted it, I think people do tend to examine the stuff I do really closely, and I don't mind at all, you know, I don't mind a bit. But really, and truly, at the time that I do them, it's just what seems to be a good idea at the time. I don't really cold-bloodedly go out. Unless I have to explain to the guys that are playing, I'll tell you what I want the feel like on so-and-so. But then when it comes to actually recording, I just go for whatever, especially with I like using basic instruments. I'm not really too into synthesizers and things like that because I haven't got the patience to mess around with them. So I like using very basic instruments like electric guitar, bass drums, piano and a Hammond organ, and then use those sounds and see how you can distort them or use their natural characteristics. Because not many people do that very much anymore.
No, it's got incredibly complicated now. And in a way, I guess, listening to your records so very carefully takes a little bit away from the aim of your records, which is a pop song.
Let me kiss ya. Oh, how I wish that you would fuck up all the sucker. I wish ya. I wish you let me kiss you. Now say, baby, let me kiss ya. Oh, how I wish that you would fuck up all the sucker. I wish you, wish you, wish you, wish you, wish you let me kiss you now. It's easy doing homework when the subject is yourself. I've been swatting up on you right here on the shelf. I've acted out this fantasy more than 100 times. In it when we meet face to face, this is my opening line. Let me kiss ya. Oh, how I wish that you would like to hold this up. I wish ya. I wish you let me kiss you now. So, baby, let me kiss ya. Oh, how I wish that you would like to hold this up. I wish ya. I wish you let me kiss you now. Well, I've never had the good luck to be gifted with a gag. I've tried, but I can't throw the shapes that smooth a fella's head. Line up the poets of our time, such as Rod McEwen. I could emote more emotion, much more eloquent than him. But let me kiss ya. Oh, how I wish that you were back up all the summer. I wish ya. I wish you let me kiss you. I said, baby, let me kiss ya. Hey, how I wish that you were back up all the summer. I wish you, wish you, wish you, wish you, wish you let me kiss you now. Let me kiss you, baby. How I wish that you would fuck up all this sucker. Oh, how I wish you, let me kiss you now. Let me kiss you. How I wish that you would fuck up all this sucker. I wish you, let me kiss you now. I said, baby, let me kiss you. Say how I wish that you would fuck up all this sucker. I wish you, let me kiss you now. How I wish you, let me kiss you now. Said I wish you, let me kiss you now.
What is the aim of our records?
That's
I
a
haven't the
good
slightest
question.
idea.